Fog is a hard-hitting weather hazard which India experiences every winter. In recent years, climate scientists have been collaborating to understand fog better and improve forecasting. Though it is not possible to exactly predict the duration of fog, but preparations are in place to minimize its effects on aviation and transport sector. There has been a drastic improvement in the fog monitoring and forecasting systems at IGI Airport during winter of 2014-18 compared to those of 2010-2014. There has been a nominal improvement of fog forecast scale, generic forecast, during the recent 4 years. Two premier scientific institutions of country, New Delhi-based India Meteorological Department IMD and Pune-based Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology IITM joined hands together to improve fog prediction scale. The IGI Airport is the worst hit airport in India, so it was chosen as the primary site for the experiment. A collaborative mission called Winter Fog Experiment WIFEX was implemented during 2015-2018 consecutively for 3 winters to observe various patterns and parameters of fog formation. It is important that we know about fog, its characteristics, what causes it, and how do we kind of predict it. So with that in mind, Ministry of Earth Sciences has started the experiment called as WIFEX to understand the fog. This is being done currently at 2 places, one in Delhi's IGI Airport and one at Hisar, and their data is collected about fog and the ambient conditions which causes the fog. Successful and effective implementation of WIFEX in 2015-2018 consecutively for 3 winters jointly by IITM and IMD with world-class observational facilities helped to improve fog prediction. Winter Fog Experiment WIFEX helps in understanding different physical and chemical features of fog. Under this WIFEX experiment, scientists are carrying out experiment regarding the atmospheric aerosols as well as certain meteorological parameters like relative humidity and temperature to study the fog microphysics. The aerosols which are really responsible for the fog generation and suspension are being studied like carbonaceous aerosols, sulfate aerosols. WIFEX was launched with twin objective. First, to develop better nowcasting, that is for next 6 hours, and forecasting of winter fog on various time and spatial scales, and sound to help reduce adverse impact of fog on aviation, transportation, economy and loss of human lives due to fog-induced accidents. Sophisticated technology infrastructure has been placed at Indira Gandhi International Airport, New Delhi, as it is the worst sufferer of the dense fog conditions. The technology package consists extensive sets of comprehensive ground-based instrumentation including remote sensing platforms. Major in-situ sensors are deployed to measure various key meteorological conditions such as radiation balance, turbulence fog droplet, and aerosol microphysics and fog water chemistry. Understanding on all these parameters developed a scientific narrative on the complete environmental conditions in which fog develops, intensifies and dissipates. Earlier, meteorological factors for genesis, sustenance, intensity and dispersion of fog were poorly understood. With requisite measurements in hand, scientists could develop models to improve the skill of fog prediction. As a result, a remarkable improvement in the fog monitoring and forecasting at IGI Airports, New Delhi was recorded during winter of 2017-18. Under the WIFEX project in Delhi region, it was found that just before the onset of the fog, the concentration of sulfate particles become very high and at the same time, the fine chlorides drastically reduced. WIFEX is being implemented in Delhi as a pilot project and likely to be replicated elsewhere in the country in due course after taking into account the local weather conditions. In addition to IITM and IMD, National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting NCMRWF, Airport Authority of India, GMR IGI Airport and Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research IISER Mohali also contributed in the success of WIFEX,